Roderick Ridley, and I am 10 grand in debt and about to make a really bad sports bet. It's Rose-Colored Classist, episode 25. Oh, man. And I'm really saddened to learn that a parlay means nothing like what it does in Pirates of the Caribbean. I have lost. I am lost. Don't know what's right anymore. And since that's the case, let me learn something from the legend, the master, the hero himself. It's George Carlin. Watch a bit.
Personally, when it comes to rights, I think one of two things is true. I think either we have unlimited rights or we have no rights at all. Personally, I lean toward unlimited rights. I feel, for instance, I have the right to do anything I please. But if I do something you don't like, I think you have the right to kill me. So where are you going to find a fairer fucking deal than that? So the next time some asshole says, gee, I have a right to my opinion, you say, oh yeah? Well, I have a right to my opinion, and my opinion is you have no right to your opinion. Then shoot the fuck and walk away. Thank you.
George Carlin, everybody. There ain't no more fair deal than that, okay? Is murder wrong? Up to you. Okay, figure it out. Is it wrong to make billions of dollars off of the suffering of other people? Personal perspective, if you ask me. If you ask him. I mean, gosh, kill somebody. Why? Why? It's my right. Deny, depose, don't arrest me. That's all I want. Oh man, it's been a wonderful week. Very exciting. I'm sure you've had a great time with the news, with yous. And maybe tonight on a Friday you're drinking a little booze. I'm with it. I'm with you here tonight to talk about a great many things, and mostly whether it's right or wrong to murder people. I'm sure we all know that our great hero, our savage, the man, the myth, Luigi, he's caught. You got him. Got him right up. Pretty fucked up story, right? On a lot of angles, this guy gets picked up at a McDonald's. So sad. I mean, Luigi eating at McDonald's when anyone would have given him a home-cooked meal, right? Everyone I know in America wanted to take this person in, save them, put him in the attic, get him underneath the floorboards. Oh baby, I hope that McDonald's employee gets $60,000. Okay, maybe they'll pay off 1 or 2 medical bills with that money. Real ironic. Oh Jesus. Oh man. Lots of commentary right now about the morality of murdering CEOs. Anyone know what side they fall on in that case? Yeah. I think George Carlin really just comes home with it. Tells you the truth. Tells you what the real deal is. Okay, no one can stop you from killing somebody unless they're in the way. Okay. Murder is up to you. Who's going to stop you? Who's going to stop you? They're planning to stop you? Come on, just stop posting on the internet. Do what this guy did. Just fall off. Fall off for 6 months on social media, and you can murder anybody. If you didn't know. I mean, these idiots, they're calling about murdering somebody. They're posting about murdering somebody. How about you shut up? Just do it. Stop being such a dummy. Everybody wanted to help this murderer out. Everyone I know. Okay, we all wish we could have been part of it. I would have, that's a reason to move to Pennsylvania, okay? And not many reasons out there, but to assist in someone's assassination of a CEO, hey, if only we all could be part of something, right? Yeah, it's a tough situation. We know a lot about the killer. We know that he's Italian. Other than that, not sure. No, this is a very sad story, this guy. I mean, and haven't we all been there, right? This brother, this guy, this man, killing it, life, killing it, crushing it. Rich family, hot body, exercising, going wherever he wants, going every place, spending a lot of time in Hawaii. Lucky guy in Hawaii. But then one unfortunate day, he gets a horrible back injury. I mean, and don't get me started on back injuries. All right, I slipped a disc, lifted a table at Costco. Okay, when I was like 22, I was laid out for 3 weeks. I have pain today. I go up and I climb Griffith, and my back hurts when I come back. I gotta get down on the floor with a foam roller, twist my hips. It can be kind of debilitating sometimes. I mean, when I was working as a janitor with this fucked up back, I mean, if I wasn't careful, if I wasn't, watching every single fucking twist I made, I could have pulled it all out. And then where would I have been? Huh? No job? Not working? I mean, a back injury, there's nothing worse. And with this man's back injury, to have the whole world in the palm of your fucking hand, right? To have it all just fucking right here. And then what? You hurt your back and then you're fucked. You're fucked. Everything feels bad now. Your back hurts. You're moving around. I was reading a story that this character, this assassin, couldn't even fuck. Dude. I mean, I can fuck, and I don't, and I'm on the edge of murder, all right? This is so relatable, this guy. The most relatable person I've ever met I've ever heard of in my entire life, I swear. He's a beautiful man. And we all can deeply, deeply empathize. Yeah, he had a bad back. Twisted his mind up. Made him crazy. Made him want vengeance. Yeah, he had a United Health Insurance, and with his back surgery, he got a back surgery. And I don't know if you ever listened to Joe Rogan or get any ads for stem cells. If you're on Instagram, if you're on my algorithm, you're fucking watching Joe Rogan talk about back injuries and having it be attributed his solutions to some knockoff stem cells. All right, the industry, the marketing is insane out there. If you have a back injury, all right. I mean, and it's a sad time for back injuries. You can't even get addicted to opiates anymore. Come on. We're supposed to live like this? Give us opiates or we're going to murder CEOs. That's really what these guys need to realize. We don't want to kill you. We want the drugs. Give us the good stuff. Give us the good stuff or bang bang. You hear me? And yeah, this poor guy can't fuck, can't walk, can't surf, can't be rich, can't be fun. And what does he do? He starts reading. Beginning to the end, right? Yeah, if you want to function normally in society, okay, if you want to be part of the system, you don't want to be caught up and twisted around and thrown around and start imagining things and start fading off into the sunset, don't read. Okay, you start reading, you realize how fucked it is. I mean, I read a book about Jerusalem, the history of Jerusalem, all right, and place is hopeless. I read a complete history of the city of Jerusalem. Colin Quinn recommended it to some guy on a YouTube short. I was scrolling. I don't know. Was it on Neil Brennan's podcast, Blocks? You ever heard of that? You ever listened to that? Great cast. Great pod. Listen to it. Anyway, he recommended a book about the history of Jerusalem. And you go, yeah, man, some shit is just, probably shouldn't even learn about it in the first place. Really makes you depressed. Really, yeah. Yeah, he wants me to, I'm supposed to be reading this book, Delay, Deny, Depose. I'm supposed to be reading it by now. My library card is, there's an issue with it. I need to return some books. And they won't let me download any audiobooks. How am I supposed to, come on, in this world? How did I, yeah, probably for the best I don't read, lest I be activated. Is there a book called A Maturing Candidate? I never saw that movie. But I'm, it's getting more real every day, ain't it? Yep. Oh man, one of us is gonna kill another CEO. Someone's gonna get it. Someone's gonna get it. Peter Thiel. Anyone seen any interviews of Peter Thiel lately? Yeah, that guy worried. Elon Musk bringing his kid around to the fucking conferences. He doesn't talk to half his children, but let's bring him to the conference. Hopefully, he doesn't get shot at. I mean, if only Robert Kennedy had RFK along with him at the time, maybe the CIA would have backed off. Get in. Yeah, that's a sad thing about these people who murder. Very, very little you can do to deter. They want to do it. They want to do it, and they're gonna get it done. And whether the people deserve to be murdered or not, I guess that's up to us, right? It's up to us. My own personal feelings on the inside. Whatever Carlin tells me to do, I'll do that. Yeah, anyone know about Brian Thompson? Anyone know about this guy? That ugly fuck? I already talked about how ugly he was last podcast, but just found out that he was estranged with his wife. Surprise! A CEO not on good terms with his spouse. Yeah, I mean, some girls just got to give the kids and then get out, right? Get the kids, get the money, get out. Nothing keeping you around with this ugly fuck, right? You got the money, you got the kids, you got your nest egg, you did it. You have your children that'll love you forever, and then the parents rich. I mean, God forbid they get a back injury, but other than that, I think everything's gonna work out for that one. Probably, yeah. Brian Thompson. Oof, the rabbit hole goes deep on that one. Yeah. He was actually I don't know if, I mean, literally there's so many podcasts out there. I'm sure everyone's been so informed about everything, but here I am just gonna get my little piece of it. Yeah, this guy, his company is being sued by a pension fund. You guys know about pensions? Anyone here believe in pensions? Yeah, anyway, it's a fund. It's a thing that goes, all this money accumulates and, it's appropriated to the pension, and the pension is then given to some hedge fund, some stock market people. And United is part of that. They're a big, a lot of people invest in United. And, with billion-dollar returns, how could you not? Brian Thompson is doing a great job as CEO. I don't know if you've seen the numbers that this guy was putting out, but what a capitalist. What an achiever, success maker. This guy making millions and billions and tons of money. Tons and tons of money. Really just dripping with it. And it's because he's accused of insider trading. Oh. Yeah, I'm part of the comedians who think that bankers should be murdered. I'm actually sorry, guys. I mean, through the legal process, they should be murdered. They should be given the death penalty. Hopefully, the case goes down in Indiana. I do love the state Indiana. I've been there. I smoked pot in Indianapolis, and that was really scary. But other than that, great system they got over there, and they need to do something about this. Stock manipulators, these people. I mean, this is what it's all for. I don't really believe that these insurance companies, chemical companies, the list goes on and on of companies destroying people's lives. All right, list goes on and on. I don't really believe they're trying to destroy people's lives. They're trying to inflate the stock price. And that, I mean, I'm supposed to argue against that? This is rose-colored classist. I'm supposed to argue against the stock market? I mean, what do we have it for? If we're going to have it, we better use it, right? If we're going to make the whole entire world work off of, some imaginary monetary value, we better be serious about it. Okay? It better be more important than people. Yeah, putting profit over people. I mean, isn't that what we're doing? Isn't that what the system is? People are mad about it. Look, I don't know if you try to put people first, it doesn't work. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Trying to take care of people and making sure they're okay isn't sustainable. It's more sustainable to keep having kids and let some people die. All right. That's capitalism for you. And maybe that's the way it actually works. Okay, we're not all going to be here forever. Okay, someone's going to murder you in the streets. Okay, and in that case, there has to be some value to your life other than the fact that you have it. Because not everyone, you're not going to have your life forever, bud. You're not going to do it. So you might as well create the dollar sign. Life is temporary, and can be kind of meaningless. People are always talking about how you lose. There's such a loss of life without any value, right? What I'm trying to say is that there's a needless loss of life in the world, and I agree with that. If we agree that life is more important than money and products and people and things, stuff. I almost talked about people as a commodity, but aren't they? I mean, they're data. I'm honestly more interested in Brian Thompson's data than his life. Okay, let's see his trade algorithm. We get that Nancy Pelosi tracker on that guy. See all the trades he made. He had it going for a while. Let's get them all. Let's get all these things. Let's watch all the trades of these CEOs. See what's really going on. Robinhood, you let me invest? I get ads for you. Yeah, we all know you hit drum in the past. I'm just saying. All right, I'm just trying to put it out there that yeah, I mean, people's lives maybe don't have a whole lot of value sometimes. Okay, especially if they never make anything or they never do anything. If they just are just out there enjoying their fucking existence, yeah, I mean, it's probably not worth a whole lot to other people. But if you make it something, then it's up to you, right? This is what this whole segment is about, that life is what you want it to be, okay? Your perspective, your rights, what you can do, what you can't do, it's up to you, okay? You think you can't murder people? Try. You think you can't, let millions of people die so you can put an extra buck in your pocket? Just try. There's nothing wrong with trying, okay? This is the world we live in. It's about effort, okay? If you're not trying to fuck other people for your own benefit, then maybe you don't get what life's about. It's called evolution. Get with it. Get on it. You ain't gonna live forever, bud. And on that note, I've really just fucked it all up. Yeah, what a broken perspective I have. Please just stop listening. Turn on something valuable. I mean, look, Meet the Press. Put on Meet the Press. Who's running that? You'll be better off. Anyway. Let's get on to this next segment. We're going to talk more about medicine and the medical industry and, our roles in it. And I think this video is a perfect illustration of how we educate the public. All right, so hit it.
While learning about HIV prevention, you've probably heard of abstinence and condoms as effective ways to reduce your risk of transmitting or acquiring the virus. What you may not have heard of are medications known as PrEP and PEP. PrEP stands for pre-exposure prophylaxis. It's a medication people at high risk for HIV can choose to take. When taken daily, PrEP is highly effective for reducing the risk of acquiring HIV through sex or injection drug use. PrEP can only be prescribed by a healthcare provider, and an HIV test must be taken before beginning PrEP and then every 3 months when a person is taking PrEP, to be sure the individual doesn't already have HIV.
It's important to know that PrEP is not a vaccine against HIV and does not provide any protection against other STDs.
So, use a condom or get tested for STDs regularly while on PrEP. PEP stands for post-exposure prophylaxis. It's a medication people use if they think they've recently been exposed to HIV through sex or injection drug use. PEP can only be prescribed by a healthcare provider or an emergency room doctor. PEP should only be used in emergency situations and must be started within 72 hours after a recent possible exposure to HIV. So it's important to talk with a medical professional as soon as possible after the exposure.
PrEP and PEP, or as I call it, gay abortion. I mean, look, if you can't get AIDS, maybe gay sex is okay, right? Oh, baby. Yeah, why are we playing this clip? Well, I'm not trying to, I don't know who that video is made for. It's made for kids. And actually, that's how they teach them nowadays, if you don't know. They play videos like that. I mean, they don't play this video in schools. This is just on YouTube, but that's how kids learn nowadays. They just play YouTube. All the information you ever need is on YouTube. Stop looking. Just put it in YouTube. You'll find it. Yeah. Okay. What's the point of this? I'm not trying to talk about gay kids. I'm not trying to do that. Okay. What I am trying to illustrate right now is this sort of decision we've made in America. And I say we, and I mean, the medical establishment, is that, you don't need to change your life. You don't need to not do intravenous drugs. You don't not got to do anal sex with your boys. You just got to take drugs. You just got to take the good drugs. You don't want a drug like that? This is honestly, PrEP is probably the most sensical pharmaceutical thing I've come across in a long time. I'm playing commercials all the time in this podcast about unnecessary fucking medicine and garbage. all this stuff that you can put in your body and you may not need it. Something might happen to you. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But that thing, I mean, despite whatever side effects it has, I mean, I didn't hear any. Why did I never hear about the side effects when I need to? Okay, either fucking you're ripping them like on a goddamn motorcycle. It's like, yeah, whatever time a medical commercial's on, the side effects are just coming out like a guy is falling down a well. May cause ulcers. May cause cancer, immune diseases. But the way they say it here, and they sell it, I mean, they're selling it. I don't know who's making those videos. Whoever's doing it, you're probably a good guy? Bad guy? I don't know. Up to me to decide. I'm just trying to say that, when you talk about abstinence and condoms and drugs, right? Which is the lifestyles you think you should and shouldn't live, right? What decision do you think you have to or have to not make? All right. I mean, in a world without consequences, especially when you talk about viruses. I mean, this is the mysterious, the part of being a human that used to be so fucking fucked up. All right, things would happen to you, you wouldn't know why. But thank God for science, right? We figured it all out, and it seems like this information is being used against us, right? You figure something out, and you find a way to fucking start the lawnmower, to start cutting the grass. Who are the blades? We're the blades. We're both blades. All right, we're chopping each other up in this fucking mess. I mean, I would think best way to not get AIDS is not to fucking do that stuff. Not to fuck someone with HIV. What? But people aren't honest? If people aren't honest, maybe you shouldn't be fucking them. Oh. And who is honest about their, medical conditions nowadays, right? You can't be super honest about what's going on with you, or else people might not be with you. I mean, we live in a world where we feel like we have so many fucking options, right? So many options about what we can and should and ought not to and would and could do. That you're in a mess. You're in a mess, and you think that maybe just taking some kind of pill, taking some kind of rash, advanced action is gonna, protect you from the dangers of life. And it's kind of, it's a little depressing, right? We think we have, what's the word, autonomy? We feel like we have autonomy, and we're able to do anything we want in this beautiful, wonderful life, especially, with the advancements in science. But there's a deeper truth that maybe, I don't want to accuse anybody, but it feels like we're not being told the real truth about what it means to do stuff and our consequences, right? Like, I chose to do comedy when I was 18. And yeah, people told me it was risky, but for some reason, I mean, I thought I had prep. I thought my natural talent, my gumption, my ability, it would prevent me from the disastrous consequences of this choice. And here I am, 30, failing, no producer, no nobody. Come on. If only there was a prophylactic for getting into comedy, right? Here I am, just doing the fucking videos. I'm doing intravenous drugs with this podcast. This is basically my equivalent. I never shoved no needle in my arm to get high, okay? But this is probably just as desperate. Yeah, if only there was a little animated kid to tell me the dangers. And AIDS is just like comedy. I'm HIV. Okay, I'm positive. Don't fuck me, people. Don't fuck me, or else you get the jokes. Anyway, yeah, things are pushed on us, making us feel like we have more options than we probably do. I mean, the consequences of our actions are unknown, unfathomable, really, and maybe in a certain way preventable. Okay, and it brings me to this next clip. It's obviously in the same. I'm going to talk about the other angle, not about us, but about the professionals, professional people helping us, and it's such a troubling system, right? Who to trust in this gosh darn world? Yes, I also found this clip on YouTube. Let's watch it.
If you can prescribe medicine, you can prescribe PrEP. There's nothing special about PrEP. It doesn't have to be an HIV doctor or an infectious disease doctor. Sometimes people need a refresher of what to do, and there's a lot of great resources like on HIV Nexus and other places where you can make sure that you're up to date. always have to plug, the guidelines are also fantastic and give people a great sense of how to do it and what the right monitoring is. So the bottom line is, if you have a license and you're a medical provider that can prescribe medicines, you can prescribe PrEP. And we want you to, because you've reached people in places where infectious disease doctors and HIV doctors may not. And so talk about PrEP, talk about sex, offer it, and you're going to be a part of ending the HIV epidemic in the United States.
And we're out here advertising to doctors. Use our medicine. You'll save lives. Yeah, what a hopeless system, right? Well, you have to advertise to the doctors. If you have to advertise your medicine to doctors, maybe it's not that good. Maybe there's a problem. Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about doctors for a second? I'll talk about doctors. These guys, these people. I mean, we watched that little educational video. And these doctors, they've been watching educational videos like that their whole lives. Their whole lives. They get out of the school system by the time they're fucking 32, and you think these people are normal? You think they got their head on straight? They spent their last fucking decade and a half burying their face in the books. You think they're going to know how to treat people? I mean, they barely learned what they had to for medical school, and you know what they tell you about medical school. Fucking half the things are out of date by the time you graduate. And they rhyme that on purpose. Just try and, make it catchy. Yeah, man, I mean, look, we don't know what to do. We're being told what to do. We're getting advertised what to do with our bodies, with our, this is not right. These questions should be obvious. These answers should be obvious. You shouldn't have to convince anybody to do anything. It should be clear. You should just go, here are the things, and go ahead. Can't convince people. It's not your right. It's not your right to convince people to shill drugs. They don't even, these doctors, they don't even know about it. They don't even know about it. They're advertising a website to learn about it. Come on. Come on, man. This is, you can't trust anybody with anything, all right? When we're obligated to learn because we're going to be out of date with the modern times, I mean, ancient knowledge, everybody. Ancient knowledge. These doctors, I mean, they know how to stop AIDS. They know how. Don't fuck. Don't do it. Stop with the drugs. You don't need to do the needles. Just snort it. Just please snort it. Can you grind up PrEP and snort it? Can you put that in a little herbal smasher and pour it on a table, line it up with a credit card, snort it? I feel like more drugs should be snortable just to get us, just to give us that cocaine thing, because that's what's fun. We don't really like the high. No one likes the cocaine high. We like snorting it. That's the truth, all right? If I can get that PrEP drip right and going on in the back, that'd be hot. And get me on that shit. Yeah, I mean, prevent diseases, prevent murder. Come on, guys. You're asking impossible things from us. We don't even know what to do with our bodies. We don't even know. I don't even think we could know. And you want to advertise to us about it? I mean, look, there's a whole knowledge base missing amongst people. Okay, these people don't know. They don't know what the truth is, and maybe never could. All right, there was a time, ancient times, if you are listening to me, which I apologize for. That some knowledge you just had to take at face value. Okay, you didn't trust it. You couldn't trust it. You weren't there. You don't know. Okay, and you had to take the essence. You had to feel it out. You had to believe. You had to have faith. And I don't know what happened. You talk about the Renaissance, where all this empirical evidence, empirical information, became commonplace and the practice, and somehow we convinced ourselves that we could know. And is that right? Is that right? I mean, at some point we're all just taking everything on faith. You explained to me, and I was looking up some videos about the chemical composition of PrEP, and look, man, lost, completely lost. They're telling me it's a combination of two medicines, and they're showing me the organic compounds, and we don't even know. All right, give me the microscope, and I'll look at it, and I still won't get it. Okay, you gotta believe you know what's right. You gotta believe in yourself. Okay, you gotta believe you think you know what's going on. Because the truth is, you don't have a chance. You don't want to get AIDS? I mean, do what you think is right. You don't care if you get AIDS? Well, then do what you think is right, man. Don't listen to the doctors. Call your medical professional. Put the phone down. Put the phone down. And think about it. Think about what's really going to happen to you. Look up the side effects of PrEP. What are they? What are they? It's stomach problems. A lot of stomach problems. But look, if you're gay or constipated from the heroin, maybe the stomach problems are they're gonna work out fine. You're not gonna do any more damage than you already have. Take things on faith. You have to in this life. All right. You think it's wrong to murder a CEO? Just believe it. Just believe it. You think it's right? Believe that too. Ain't no one gonna tell you otherwise. No one could. No one has the right to. I'm gonna get HIV soon. I feel it. I'm about to start doing fentanyl. My life is at the bottom. Whew. Woof. All right. We're gonna take the cast around, bring it up, bring it down. It's a mystery. We're gonna talk about UFOs, and we're gonna get our man NGT and Christy Colin Z. We're gonna get them talking. It's CNN. I'm playing CNN. I'm one of the 30,000, baby. I'm one of the 35,000 people watching. I'm at an airport right now, actually, and we're gonna play CNN.
Until you know the origin and what these drones' intent is, how can you tell me that there's no imminent threat?
What are these drones doing in New Jersey? I can tell you what they're not doing. If they're Martians, I guarantee you they're not staying because the taxes are way too high.
My source today is the famed astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson, who has a new book, Merlin's Tour of the Universe, that is in stores now. What is your take on what we've been seeing pop up over New Jersey?
First, I agree with the sentiment that if people cannot identify what they are, you're in no position to say whether they are or are not a threat. So I don't get what it means when they say, oh, don't worry about it. We don't know what it is, but don't worry about it. But I can tell you this, if I can't claim to know the motives of aliens, but just being an earthling, but of all the places to show up on Earth, they picked New Jersey? That'd be odd for me to wonder what the aliens are looking for. No offense to New Jersey. I'm just saying, there's the whole Earth they could have visited.
Neil, not New Jersey. Oh my gosh, Neil, you son of a bitch. How dare you talk about New Jersey like that? Man, when did NGT get so catty, huh? So hacky, really? I mean, come on, I've heard 1,000 of those New Jersey jokes. Everyone does that. What are you doing? Why are we letting scientists be funny? Come on, the nerd is thinking he's cool. Someone stop this. Somebody stop this. Gosh, Neil, but he's been a bit of a problem lately, huh? This guy. Where's the expert opinion? You hear it? I mean, look, he's repeating what that fucking dork-ass mayor said. You believe that guy's a mayor? Come on. Who are we voting in these robots for? Jesus Christ. Yeah, at least that senator's from New Jersey. You can tell he had the fucking feelings, baby. That guy should be senator. Every person from New Jersey should be like that, or Puerto Rican, okay? Or Cuban, or other vague island Latinos. What do they call it? The DR? Dominican Republic. There we go, baby. Not from Haiti. Are they attached? Geography. Yeah, can Neil tell me about geography? Huh? Are you expert in that one, bud? All right. Yeah, the UFOs. UAPs. Anyone listen to Weaponized? That's a good podcast. Turn it on. Turn on Weaponized. Turn this off. Turn on Weaponized. Learn something from the experts. I'm not one. I'm just some fucking yuck fuck loser comic. Welcome to the party. Right. So in New Jersey, there are some there's some flying things. There's some lights. People are seeing shiny objects in the sky. And it's not firework time. I'll tell you, man. Do people in New Jersey, they even light fireworks? What's going on over there? I don't even know what's happening in New Jersey. The Sopranos ended, and I no longer know anything about New Jersey. Yeah, anyway, there's some drones. And people have said they're drones, all right? And people are pretending they're UFOs, but I've been hearing that they're just regular old drones. Regular old, everyday human drones. I mean, I think in this little cast, I don't know if I'll play the clip, but there's some expert opinions out there that there are some man-flying Man-powered? Man-piloted. Male-piloted, probably. There's just some airplanes in the sky, and they're flying legally, and there's a lot of other things going on. But then I look on Joe Rogan's Instagram, and he's playing a clip about how fucking Joey Diaz is yapping about how there's been UFOs in New Jersey this whole time. There's UFOs everywhere. You want to talk about aliens? I mean, we're here. We're going to get into it. They're real. Super real. I come from a Christian background. I went to a private Christian high school. All right, my mom still drags me to church. And one of the recent times I've been at church, they were talking about aliens, and they did the old Tucker Carlson and called them angels and demons. This is in California, by the way. This is fucking Inland Empire, California. Calling UFOs aliens. I'm an idiot. Calling UFOs angels. They both started with A. Give me a break here. You see me smoking the pot in the middle. Should I be doing that? Who knows? But Neil talking, he does make me feel kind of good about stuttering like a moron. I mean, if people like that are stumbling out there, praise be. Let it all go down. Who cares? I'm a good guy. And that's because I do believe in aliens. I don't believe that they're angels or demons. But in a way, I might believe that they've been here for a real long time. Okay? And like how I was talking about ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom, they've been here. They've been giving it us. Everything that's right and true, aliens gave us. You heard it here. I'll say it. Ain't no one but the aliens being right, okay? And maybe back in the day they were angels and demons. Maybe because human beings have been dumb for a real long time, okay? This is the best they could do. Everybody knows about the Anunnaki. I don't know about them. I just heard the name once, and I was like, that's probably interesting. I should look into that, and then I proceed not to. Yeah, man. I mean, the Anunnaki are coming back to New Jersey. Why does everyone hate New Jersey like that? I mean, really, the Jersey Shore, is that really what ruined New Jersey for everybody? I mean, come on. Is it really that bad of a place? Who's been to Trenton? If you've been to Trenton, email rose-colored Classist and tell me how that place isn't that bad. And that aliens would want to visit because it's cool. Taxes are too high. Taxes are too high everywhere. I mean, come on, guys. The taxes, we don't know what these things are, and we're paying all these taxes. Neil, deGrasse Tyson, back me up on this one.
I'm a little disappointed that, given that we have a nearly $1 trillion budget for the Pentagon, that nobody knows what these things are. I'm worried about national security.
One, I gotta say for the people from New Jersey who are watching that, I'm gonna get some complaints from Phil Murphy and others about that comment saying New Jersey is a great place for Martians to visit.
Great place except for the taxes. Okay, apparently. Yeah. Yeah, well, maybe there's a sensitivity or an awareness factor for lights in the sky, especially after a year and a half of congressional testimony of people declaring that we're being visited. So if this gets people to look up, I'll take it. Right? As an astrophysicist, my sign off to my podcast is keep looking up. And if looking up means you're more aware of what's in the sky, and if that can be helpful to lawmakers, to the Pentagon, then let's keep doing it. In fact, there was a committee set up by NASA to help the Pentagon and lawmakers be a clearinghouse for people's observations of things they don't understand by using their smartphone, which has all manner of metadata related to how you use it. And so this would be an ideal case for everyone to whip out their smartphones, get data, and see what we can make of it. Friend or foe?
That's interesting because you say, keep looking up. It's good when people are involved and interested. And we have seen such a new kind of rise in engagement with science and people wanting to look things up, whether it's vaccine.
Neil plugging the podcast. Look at him. He knows the business. Writing a book. Got his podcast out there. Baby, make some money, Neil. Get some funding going, huh? Maybe you'll figure out what the fuck is going on up there. Holy shit. How many trillions we pay into the Pentagon? Just tell us. We paying you not to tell us things? Oh, fuck. Yep, that's what we're doing. You keep the secrets. I don't need them. I'm trying to avoid AIDS. I don't need to know anything. Oh gosh. Oh man. All right, aliens all day. All day aliens are real. I mean, of course, the government's admitted to aliens being real. We got all these goddamn ships. We got them ships. We got these ships in Lockheed and the Raytheon. They got them. We can't see them, but they got them. They admitted to it. Who's going to find them? That's what we all should be doing now. Drop everything, and find these ships. Okay? Get out of New Jersey. Get out of New Jersey. It's not them. Those aren't the aliens we're looking for. Those are droids. There's aliens. Come on, figure it out. Obi-Wan, give it to me, baby. I'll be British for you. Sorry, long pause. I'm just, it's so sad to have not believed in God my whole life and then realize aliens are real. That's just disappointing. I'm like, God's a bunch of bullshit. There ain't nothing out there. Ain't no nothing. And then I fucking learn about string theory and different dimensions, and I just go, oh, fuck. Fuck. I mean, they weren't wrong. They weren't right, but they weren't wrong. Isn't that depressing? Isn't that depressing that religion's just not wrong enough? This whole modern society is so fucking secular. You're just throwing every goddamn religious textbook right out the window. Keeping the textbooks teaching kids about sex, but throwing away all the religious ones. Throw away both. How about that? Get them both out of there. We don't. Your life is confusing as it is. Man, to think that we all believe that human beings are just an experiment from aliens. Sort of fits the Bible story, don't it? Oh man. Oh man. Oh no. Oh god. Oh shit. I wish aliens were real. I'd prefer Jesus Christ. I would prefer him. All right, to be honest, if we're being real right now. Aliens came down millions of years ago and took human DNA and spliced it and diced it and twisted it and turned it and fucking zapped it. And then what you get me? Come on. Come on. This is an accident, okay? My life is an accident. I could not have been put here on purpose. That's what got me away from God in the first place. It all just seems so random, right? It all just seems so chaotic. But to think that, through the chaos that these aliens saved us, made us, pretty depressing. I'm a container of a soul. I don't even feel like I have one. All right. If I go to New Jersey and I see some lights in the sky and I feel a spiritual awakening, maybe the trip to New Jersey was worth it. Oh, fuck New Jersey. I mean, what's wrong with that place? Is anything particularly wrong with it? I mean, the traffic's bad, right? But I live in California. What's going on with New Jersey? There's some military bases up there. Maybe the aliens just want to know how the mob works. How to get a good suntan in a cold environment. Yeah. Look, guys, you just got to take it all on faith. You want to believe in aliens? Go ahead. You want to shoot the aliens? Go ahead. You want to fight them? Want to believe in them? Praise them? Look for them? Look up, guys. Just look up. I'm scared. Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson, this guy. You really want to listen to him about aliens? You think he's got it? You think he's got his head wrapped around aliens all right? Does he even believe in reparations? Okay, that was unnecessary. The likelihood of aliens being real is about as likely as black people getting reparations. All right, this is not going well. I'm having a hilarious podcast. I got to get less fucked up, to be honest. I mean, my voice sounds good, but my thoughts are garbage. I really need a producer. Who's gonna step up? Who's gonna step? I need. It's Caitlin Collins. She's gonna be looking for a job soon, right? Do you think Caitlin Collins wants to hang out in my studio apartment with my Dalmatian? Hey, Caitlin, do you believe in aliens? There are a lot of questions. We are awakening. We're awakening. Getting hip, probably. Yeah, in a world where Neil deGrasse Tyson has a podcast and I have a podcast, and I do believe at some point it will be a legal obligation to have a podcast. I mean, we're just letting everybody talk. It's not some kind of, everyone has a backstory, right? And this is again, with the advancement of society, right? People have to be, when we understand everything's faith-based fucking argument, okay? When we just have to trust. We have to believe in ourselves, believe in others, and there's nothing that's going to factually affect us at this point. You don't even know what's true. And if you have a podcast, does that not help the situation? Right? You think you can have a job without, people aren't even allowed to be president anymore without having, being on a podcast. Get real. I think at some point, this has to be the way human society advances. It has to be. Okay? If you're not spending an hour, 3 hours, I spend 5-6 hours doing this. And it's garbage, okay? Now, if you're not doing that, then maybe you don't believe in the human experiment, okay? The aliens made us so we could do some podcasts for a while. This is where society's going, all right? UBI, robots, drones. Aliens are coming back. Time to do podcasts. All we have is our voices, guys. And, maybe you have HIV, but you'll be fine. You're not even trapped by your human containers anymore. You can let your spirit run free. Let it be. And that's me, KRG. Kyle Roger Gridley. I did the podcast. Just crushing it. Just doing the game so well. If anyone wants to, kill me on the streets, please do it. I'm not in charge of anything, but I might be soon if I keep this tie on. Murder me, kill me, save me the trouble. Truly, I'm gonna take some intravenous drugs soon, and then I'm gonna get AIDS, and I'm not gonna be able to afford the PrEP medicine. What is a doctor gonna give it to me? I know he's getting advertised to it, but he has to get paid for me to get that shit. So it's a wonderful world we've created for ourselves. And if the aliens don't come back soon, we're all fucked. We're all fucked. Come on, aliens. Come on. New Jersey. Come to California. It's a prettier place, babe. Prettier place. I want to have sex with an alien. If I take PrEP before I have sex with an alien, will I, be fine? Huh. Maybe aliens, when you have sex with them, maybe they're the ones who created AIDS. Oh, right? A guy and a monkey? That seems crazy. Maybe it was made in a lab. An alien lab. We're on to something. I'm going to go investigate. All right. That was it. Fucking hit the music, baby.